All right, it is now time for raising funds for World Domination, day number 246. So, for today's status update, once again, the immediate renovation threat is resolved, although there's still no word on the appeal. I guess presumably once holiday season is over, things will probably get some kind of notification about that. Oh yeah, last night I made the first sale in like the last month on the Shopify Store of a custom block type, and so I guess I'll need to add that. And right now, there's actually we're totally sold out. There's so much demand for custom block types that I'll have to add some more. Yeah, and I guess the last version was just over a month ago now. So in terms of what I worked on today, I mentioned that I think it's probably about time to merge in so I have a bit of multiplayer code, and I think it's about time to merge some of that in. So I already have a server, like a server endpoint, a Tomcat server, and a multiplayer client, and I think I'll merge the code in for that. And then I'll start working on like consolidating the code, because I want to. So right now there's the core package, block mining simulation game core. And then there's the single player client, which is a package, multiplayer client, which I haven't merged that in, and then also the server. It'd be nice if it was all in one jar, but I can probably merge the single and multiplayer client. Zero of Ensky. Good evening, Robert. Big congratulations on current victories with the apartment complex. Yeah, it's definitely, I think, one significant battle won, getting the winning at the merits hearing. We'll see how things go at the if the appeal leads to anything. It's possible. I still don't even know if their appeal is going to even be entertained. So it could be like they try to appeal it and then the appeal court just says no. But even if they do appeal it, I think we only needed to win on one of three criteria, and we won on all three criteria. So it's going to be a tough legal battle for them to push. But then again, like in a way, having you deal with all this nonsense, it's so much work that it's almost not even worth it. It's like having an extra job, just trying to stay housed. So I merged in all the framing changes. So we can test that out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's a coincidence, but it was like a couple days after we won, at the tenant board, there was like Doug Ford came out and said that they want to get rid of rent control completely, or they proposed, I don't know, some more, I don't remember exactly what it was, but some much more aggressive getting rid of rent control. And then there was a huge backlash over it. But I can understand, like, I mean, the financial incentive to just get rid of it. Like, we used to have reasonable inflation for years. Like the Canada Pension Plan, their all of their estimates and stuff were, they assumed inflation was going to be like a pretty reasonable, like 2.1%. That was what they had in their official. That was like a super official prediction for long-term inflation. But ever since the pandemic, that assumption has gone out the window. So now we've had like, well, really the housing inflation has been like, actual housing inflation has been like 10% a year for like the better part of the past decade. And so, like there's a person here who's on rent control. They've been here for 30 years. And for the first 20 years of their rent control wasn't a problem because it, wasn't that much of a deviation from the market rate. But then lately, that changed. Truly awful. Wish I had a better understanding what you're doing right now so I could communicate on the topic instead of getting you distracted. Oh, I mean, in relation to the game or the renovation stuff. Either way, it's my battle to fight. I just posted about it on YouTube because it's the thing is, I'm not the only one going through this situation, and it's honestly, it's not even other people are impacted by it much more than me, but most people don't have a YouTube channel and the ability to like communicate things and scan in all the documents and stuff. So I figured someone might as well document this and put it out there for analysis. And the programming topic, not very there. Going through some fun myself with Flock on my city. Flock on my city. What does that mean? Is that a typo? Let's see. So I haven't actually merged in the multiplayer code yet. So I can't work on that, but I could, I guess, work on the input. Flock is in the video surveillance company. Oh, okay. Going through some fun myself with Flock, the video surveillance company. I think is that the one that I heard of recently that they leaked? Some of their data got leaked, or there was a hack or something. Did that I guess I don't understand the implication there. Did the like some of your data get leaked or something? not safe at all. Yeah, I would imagine a lot of them probably don't really care about the safety. I think for a lot of those things, they probably run them at a loss, and they're probably just looking to get the data. There's probably something in their terms of service that says, like, you agree to grant us a license to look at all your data and data mine it, and then they sell it to venture capital firms. There's an even funnier thing there. One point in the contract, it says that only our city has ability to access the data, unless we're troubleshooting. In another, it says Flock has full ownership, can do whatever they want. Yep, that's the future. Put people in a box and then steal all their data. doing your thing, whatever it ends up being. You are normal and special. Excellent. Thank you for the reassurance. Well, technically, that's a kind of a contradiction, though. Because if I'm normal, then I can't be special. I'm pretty sure I can only be one of those things. Let's see. So this will be the testing ground for actually accepting arbitrary input. This could maybe be refactored now. We're all special. Some of us show it. Maybe, but that also kind of it deflates the value of being special. Because if everyone's special, then maybe you don't have any video of your renovation hearing. Seems like a natural topic for a vid. Well, I guess I assume you saw the most recent one of the 2-hour-long video of renovation update. So there's a couple of reasons. One is you cannot record. It's illegal to record the hearings. And it is possible. In fact, I did that for the previous one. I should probably do it for this one as well. For the second L2 merits hearing as well. You can request to get the audio. Or you can request a recording. I went ahead and requested it, and it was just an audio recording. It has no video. And I guess the other final reason is the hearings being the actual merits. I think they're planning to appeal it, and I don't actually know. Like, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not sure exactly how they're going to try to appeal it and stuff. And also because it's like it doesn't really just involve me; it involves everyone else in the building. It's like 30 people in the building who will be affected by it. So I figured it's probably, and also in the last video, in that 2-hour-long video, I was kind of running out of time. I was actually going to say maybe a bit more details about it, because technically it's if you look it up online, I don't actually know how long it takes for them to become public. But yeah, a lot of the details are out there, but I won't offer. It probably makes sense to just refrain from offering commentary on it for now. But if assuming that the appeal is defeated, then I probably would do. Maybe just go over the ruling, because there's an actual piece of case law that we have now. Sebc 15, welcome to the student tier. Thank you very much. Hey Robert, do you have Discord? I don't really use it. So there's a I guess unofficial. This is someone created a Discord. It basically doesn't really seem to get any use. There was so I created my own. There's the official Discord. It's basically just I posted a kind of some pinned rules and messages and stuff. I kind of thought that the other Discord people would use that one, and that would kind of start a bit of a community, but that kind of seems to have petered out. I guess it's we need a few kind of anchor people to post lots of content, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll. From what I haven't used Discord much myself, but from what I've seen of it, it seems to attract a lot of people post memes, political memes and stuff, and then people fight about the political memes, and then they'll ask me to ban other people and stuff. And I don't really care about HY. You're spamming the chat. Stop that. Well, yeah, technically there is a Discord. If you check my channel page, there's a link to Discord, and if you click it, it'll say it's an expired link. But I can't remember. I think I put a Z character. I think the last character of it is a Z, and if you remove that character, that'll take you to the actual Discord. You like me? Well, thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I probably could do another one on how to win a rent eviction. I guess I don't know. We'll see. It'd be nice if they just denied the appeal. So I don't want to go into too much detail until it's solid. But there is quite a bit I could say on because I have almost not talked at all about any of the the actual legal arguments and stuff. But then again, that 2-hour long video, honestly, a good majority of the stress was from all these people and personalities and external organizations and stuff. And I thought that was that really was the bigger story, because actually the winning the merits was actually not a super complicated thing. It was all this chaos and fighting between people. Have you had any lawyers come into chat with advice? No. I guess there's probably not too many lawyers or tenancy law experts in Ontario. All the rules and stuff are it's all about Ontario law specifically. Okay. Yeah, actually, I would say the details about, realistically, a lawyer probably can't. They would not have the ability to give useful information because the specific legal arguments actually depend on the specific evidence of the case and the specific building plans, the specific wording. Daniel Raffrey 4550. Saw your big vid a long time ago. Just seeing you live now. What's the project you're working on? The project is a terminal-based video game. I guess I can give you a demo here. So it's a video game that runs in the Linux terminal where you can wander around an infinite procedurally generated universe, and you spam the M key to mine blocks. So you can press the M key and you pick up some rocks, picking up some wood, and then you can tab over here and I can press the C key to craft. Like TY Minecraft? Yeah, that would be a good description of it. I'm making it fairly general, so the long-term vision would be to have like different types of clients that could all connect to the same world. Had a case a while back. Just punched all the details of it into ChatGPT as it did deep research and speculate about the result. Interesting. Was it fruitful? So in our case, some of the specific things, like they handed out the same notice to everyone, and they said like, oh, we got to renovate all the plumbing, and while the plumbing facilities won't be available, but then if you dig in, like they kind of worded it so it implied like that you would not have a functioning washroom, but if you actually like dug into the details of the plan and stuff, it indicated that they were only in the details. They were only planning they were only proposing that they would do the kitchen stacks and not the bathroom. So there was no reason for the bathroom to be out of service. So like that was one detail. And then there was tons of other like documented evidence about like things that they had done where they, clearly were not following through with their stated intentions, and also there was testimony from other people, like individuals in the area who worked on the building before, and they had specific knowledge of the building. Was it an employment severance thing? GPT helped me find some case law. There was not point to help. In the end, the actual settlement was at the low end of what ChatGPT said I should get. But maybe I'm an aggressive, not aggressive enough negotiator. Well, if you got something, it's better than nothing, I guess. A lot of the legal process is just, I find a big part of the cost is the process, like the time and stress and the not having a conclusive thing, like the possibility that you might get some money, but the fact that you have to like fight for it, and also like when you engage with the legal process, like it's the law is an official thing. So if you file a form, you have to sign on it like, I declare under penalty of perjury that all the information on this form is correct and it's definitely true and I'm not lying and stuff. And if you sign something like that, you're like, oh well, I better like make sure that this is, I better triple check this, because otherwise, like, technically it's a criminal offense, or you'll just like immediately lose the case if your documents are not in order. Stress of having an ongoing case. Yeah, that's and that's how it's been for 30 of the people here over the last, especially like lots of old people that have a hard job understanding what's going on. Okay, now that this so I had this broken out before because it was that was actually necessary. Like I say, I can use reflection. I forget how to do that. Okay, anything about Java? Any reason? The frame state class check isn't a switch statement. I'm actually the original reason why it wasn't was because well, switch would also be good, but sometimes I'll just, for simplicity, start off with an if and then just keep it copy pasting, and then if there's a scaling issue, then I'll refactor it. The reason why they had to be different originally was the inventory area and map area. I had to add them to a data structure. There was like special initialization for them, so I couldn't do it all the same. But now, I think that this can be generalized, so I can just like completely remove all this, and then what I'll do, I can just do like, I think it'll be like frame state class dot new instance or something. Yeah, that's it, I think. think this will work. Should I wait till 0.10 to give this a spin, or is it stable enough right now to give it a go? Depends on I don't know how interested you are in the project. The latest, the 0.0.9 release, if you run that version, I'd say it's I try to make the releases fairly stable. It more so than anything, it's kind of just not really. It's not a lot to do. The game loop, you can pretty much get through the entire game loop in about 5 minutes. Mostly, I've been working on like adding new systems so I can add new content, and I'm at a point where I could. I have the recipe system, so I could easily add new recipes. Actually, probably over the next couple of days, I will maybe turn my attention back to this a bit more. For the last month, I've been working on that 2-hour-long video about the random fiction situation. But maybe I'll think about adding new crafting recipes and stuff. If you tried like the latest, the latest code I pushed today, there's a fairly significant bug in that. I'm transitioning the model around. So that players are actually blocks in the world, and I need it to fix some of the transaction management. So, because right now, as it is, your player character can disappear, and then it just crashes the game. But that once I have some of the server refactoring stuff done, I'll be able to fix that pretty easily. But yeah, the latest release version should actually be pretty stable. I can't see what that is. It looks like either like an ice cream sundae or maybe a chicken. Can't tell what that icon is. Okay, I think technically that should completely replace all that code. Oh, maybe it's... Can't remember how to do that. So that works. I remember there's some fancier way to do this. Does that work? Is all your state management custom modules? The project is a from scratch project. It's all original code. I forget how to do this. Well, it's time for Google. seem to remember if you want to do this, if you want to create a generic class instance from a class type, there was like a couple of different ways to do it, and there was a more complicated way. If you have if it has multiple parameters or something. You know, I haven't been doing AI coding, but I have found like this. I haven't been using LLMs much, but I have been using this a lot more. And sometimes it's still wrong, but it's like close enough that. Okay, that's git constructor. Okay, new instance. Okay, that's what I'm missing. See if that works. YouTube live shorts is like taking shrooms. Weird rabbit hole. I don't even know if I've ever seen that YouTube live shorts. I've tried out TikTok a few times. Actually, I almost didn't use TikTok for like a year. I kept trying. People kept saying that TikTok is so addictive, but I almost never use TikTok. I just couldn't get into it. It's too much. Just like TikTok really like it was the first platform where I really understood the term like slop content and like or sludge content, because there's just so much stuff on there with like no informational value, and a lot of the stuff, the lives that I saw on TikTok are just like some person drinking by themselves at home, and they're just like sitting there, or it's usually a woman who's just like reading the chat, and there's like a million people in chat being like, "You're so pretty," and they're just reading. They're just like looking at their chat, and they're not doing anything. There's like thousands of people watching the person, and I find it interesting because it's like so many people want to get famous on social media, but then sometimes they'll go on there, get a lot of attention, but then they don't really do anything. And they're just kind of like sitting there reading the chat. That's everyone's chat. So weird. Yeah, it's I mean, it's also weird. It's what I keep coming back to is, especially with all the AI stuff now, like with the fact that we have such incredible. Actually, today I was watching a YouTube video for 5 minutes, and it was about like this geopolitical, or it was about it was with like a condo. It was with like the condo catastrophe and like financial losses and stuff in Hamilton. And after a while, I was like, wait a minute, like this looks like his facial movements and stuff. It looks it looks too perfect, like the setup. And then I looked at the channel, and every single one of the videos, he was like in the exact same position. Like he didn't move like an inch to the right or left. I was like, wait a minute, is this channel AI? And that was kind of my first. I would say of any of the times I've been tricked into watching a video and not knowing it's AI, this was the most extreme version of that, where I was, and he was saying a bunch of stuff that was like, this seems like really good. This is like very high quality. It was like very high quality specific analysis of the current state of the condo and real estate market. But now that I know it's AI, and I tried to look for a name to this person, and I don't think it's a real. It's AI, so it's not a real person. And I'm actually I'm not even 100% sure. Still, it's AI. I think it's AI, because I went into the comments, and I've noticed on a lot of these videos, like at first, I noticed the first time I saw some of these videos were like on, there were these fake videos of like a snake attacking a bird or something, where for the first few seconds I was like, wow, this is like crazy nature photography. And then like the video would be all glitched and people would be like, this, I hate AI slop, it's terrible. And all the comments were like complaining about AI. But on some of these videos, like it's not clear. It's really hard to tell that it's AI. And slowly I've started seeing the number of people complaining about it being AI is going down. And there's a lot of people who are like, wow, great analysis. And like, wow, you have the best channel. And like, there's a large number of people who do not understand that the content they're engaging with is AI, which is, I don't know, I think we're going through the inflection point, an inflection point of some kind. Like I'm reading chat, I have no idea. There's no way for me to tell if you're all AI. And that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of unsettling. Like if I'm talking to computers right now, I'm just wasting my time. I'm not building a community or anything. Step further from Instagram. YouTube is also rapidly degenerating. What are you doing? I'm currently developing software for my terminal-based video game. There are already a bunch of channels that are Gen AI of famous people impersonating them. Seem to be doing well. Yeah, I think the more impactful, like those are, if it's famous people, like deceased people and stuff, it's maybe less impactful. But once we start having like news and stuff that's all fake and people can't tell, it's going to be a weird world. YouTube be getting so bad. I'm starting to read to gain any type of knowledge. It's full of clickbait with shallow knowledge. Yeah, I mean, maybe we will be okay after all. Maybe we'll all become better researchers because we can't trust anything. I'm not AI. Excellent. Honestly, if you are, I'd be so relieved to just go outside and talk to people. Yeah, but the problem is people don't go outside anymore. They're all online, watching slop content on TikTok. Yep, so it's clankers again. All right, we still got the same error. Oh, looks like that contains subtle bugs that break everything. Got to go. Have a good night. Being cooped up in the same country makes you despair a bit. Yeah, I've traveled a bit. I traveled a lot for my co-ops and stuff. I don't know. It's one of those things where I've done it when I need to, but it's so much work to move around. I had to move every 4 months for co-ops, for every 4 months for 4 years and 8 months. And I'm over traveling. There's channels with fake content from economists, etc. Using existing video from them, repurposing it to read new articles. Sometimes there's an odd error, otherwise it's credible, which is scary. Yeah, actually, that's it was almost immediately after I saw that one video about from that. It was a video talking about economics, and it was he was talking about very hyper local stuff about like the condo market here in Hamilton and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I would not really expect someone to make such a specific AI slop channel, and a lot of the information sounded credible. He was giving like really specific anecdotes and stuff, but then of course now I know it's AI. I'm like, how much of it is true? And then right after that, I saw a video by, I believe, a human, and she was talking about like there's actually a huge surge of these channels right now, and as a warning that she had just watched one of these like talking head economists videos where they were talking about some trade deal or something in Argentina, and in the video they were saying that I can't remember the details. They refused to sign some specific agreement, but that was literally the opposite of what actually happened in reality, which is I don't know, it brings up so many questions. Like, is it an error? Are they trying to create like a false narrative or some propaganda or something? But yeah, interesting times ahead. So it looks like the new code doesn't work. It's shorter, but it doesn't work. Oh yeah, I also noticed yesterday that there's a bug in my client. It's yeah, actually I should have fixed that. It's like constantly trying to load stuff from the server, which makes it extra slow. Just heard the name of my country and shady things. Classic. Yep, there's some people out there posting propaganda videos about your country. Okay, that should hopefully have caught that error. So it's failing to launch these, but why doesn't it just crash? Feels like the end times to create legit stuff with people not thinking you generated it. Yeah, it is. It is kind of depressing. Like it's so much work to make a video, and I even have like on my how to make a CPU video. This people occasionally say it's AI, and then on my that shorts video I made, how to become dangerous. There's some people commenting on that like this feels like it's AI. I think I had some like slow-mo. I had some slow motion scenes in it, and I think when people see slow motion effects or like the speed ramps where the speed is non-linear, which is like you have to explicitly edit the video to be that way because it looks kind of cool. I think that is when people see that they associate that with AI, because I think some of the AI is just training on the video frames, and it doesn't actually. That's one of the things that gets wrong. Is it maybe like, I don't know. It might even be like due to like it doesn't take into account the frame rate or something, or even like videos that are variable frame rate, maybe. Not so long here in Argentina, president was promoting a crypto scam. Oh yeah. Yeah, Argentina. You guys have it pretty rough with all of your like market distortions and interference, and there's something weird is going on and has been going on with your economy for ages. Better than what we have before. Also use AI propaganda. Yeah, I've heard that among economists, they say there's like there's 3 types of economies. That's like, I can't remember the first 2. It was like developing economies, developed economies, and Argentina, because you guys, our economy is just completely unlike any other economy. Yeah, it's not sure what's going on there. It'd be nice if this just worked. It should technically shut down the application and print the stack trace. didn't plan to stream long anyway tonight. I'll probably just call it a night there and pick this up tomorrow. Yeah, I guess tomorrow I'll probably work. I'll merge this in and then try to actually get in the multiplayer code stuff, so that way I have a bunch of stuff that I can work on. OP USA says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too as well. Alright, I guess that'll be it for tonight. We'll pick things up again tomorrow night for day 247, I think. Alright, have a good night, guys.